Hello my lovelies, welcome to my channel and my art studio. I am Mrs. B, your Catholic art teacher. Boys and girls, after several demands from my students, I have decided to incorporate painting into our third term schedule. So let's get started, boys and girls. Today we are going to paint a vase of roses. This is inspired by grade 5, one of the grade 5 students. Her name is Ria. So thank you, Ria, for giving me that heads up. So yeah, we're going to do a painting of a vase of roses. So let's get our paper out. We're going to have the paper portrait, in portrait, white paper. Got my rag, got my paints. I put some paints from my collection of watercolors. I've added it to my palette. Yeah, and I'm ready to begin. So first things first, boys and girls, I'm going to paint the negative space. I want to use a very light blue. So I'm going to mix a light blue with Prussian blue and add a lot of water just so that I could get a very light wash like this. Very light wash I want. I think it's a little bit too. Okay, so I think that is like the color that I want, but I'm just going to add plenty water to it. I think this is the color I want. So yeah, it's a very light. Prussian blue is a very deep color, but I added I'm just going to go do the negative. I actually have I did a sketch because this painting is so detailed, the roses and everything, so I did a quick sketch under drawing. So, but if you want, you can just go ahead and go straight, paint straight from your, without any preliminary sketch, that's fine. I'm using the blue that I just mixed so to create this lovely light wash for the background, and I'm going to add add some more this inside, let it dry, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, I want to add a light brown color, so I'm going to, I have some brown here, but I dipped some watercolor, and I just want to add brown for the table because it's just a vase, a clear vase on a brown table without any tablecloth. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add that like this, and making sure not to go over it too much, like that. Alright, so I'm going to let it dry and I'll get back to you. So it's nice and dry, boys and girls. So I went ahead and I got my Filbert brush, and I'm going to create the leaves and the stem. So I'm going to wet my brush and I'm going to go for a lighter green. So as you can see in my palette, I have green and dark green and light green. So I'm going to just blend them together, add some water to it, and then I'm just going to go ahead and add some more water. I'm going to paint the leaves. So we have so I'm doing the stem at the moment. Okay, and with that I'm going to do the leaves. So I've got one coming out here, another one here, we have another one coming through here. I want to add some darks, so in between are some darks. So I'm just going to add some dark and let it make its way and spread like watercolors normally typically do. They spread. Okay. I think this paintbrush is just a little bit too wide, so I'm just going to go ahead and let this dry. So I'm going to let it dry and I'll get back to you. So boys and girls, I've got some Duant watercolor pencils, and I've decided that I need, because my paper warps so much, I need to add some foam to my drawing. So I've got some of these colors to help me along the way. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just add the details that I need in this drawing. So I'm going to continue with adding foam to the leaves. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some pink I had to change my water jar because it was very muddy. So I'm going to go ahead and get some a light pink to add to my roses. Like I said, these are watercolor pencils, so when it gets wet, it will get activated and it will eventually mix with the colors that I have. So I'm going to let that dry and I'll get back to you. So I'm going to get a finer paintbrush to add the details. And I'm going to use, so it's going to be this fine paintbrush. I'm going to use some lovely purple because deep inside the rose, it's layers of petals, and I just want to get this the basic shape of the rose. Just many folds, many folds. So as I'm trying to create this I want the line to be quite faint in some areas, and some areas it's quite deep and dark. So that's what I'm trying to do. Get the dark areas and the light areas. Here it's quite dark. I really want to emphasize the darks. I also want to add some whites or highlights to this particular So and usually with highlights it's right next to the darks, so you can see the contrast. I'm going to let it dry and I'll get back to you. So guys, I'm sorry about this, but I thought I was filming and I have got to this stage. So I'm just going to add some, seeing that it's pink roses, I'm going to add some more pinks to the places where there's too much highlight, just to get back the shape of the roses. So just going to continue here. Just add some more. I'm just trying to create a layered effect of colors, a cascade of colors. The rose is such a beautiful flower and the reflective light, you know, it's just so beautiful, and that's what I'm trying to get here in my painting. So just bear with me as I'm exploring my page and going over so that I can get the right texture. I'm going to let this dry and I'll get back to you. So boys and girls, I'm going to continue with getting the petals right. Like I tell you, it's layers and layers of petals, and it's just a question of getting it right, getting the shading, the colors, everything. It's all part of it, and yeah, you just have to keep putting it together until you've got the correct shape for the flower. Got another one here. The center of the flower is here, and it goes out like this. Okay. And so I'm just going to go ahead and add the dark parts. I just see it's something that needs to be fixed here. I hope that I will not block in your view. If not, I'll just have to just erase it, I'm afraid, and because we don't want my head in the way, so you're not able to see anything then, if that's the case. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add, just partially add in the stem, the leaves and the stem. I quite like using the purple all the way throughout, even down to the vase, because you will get darks and reflective light from the flowers. So yeah, I think I like the idea of using I think it kind of helps it to helps it on its way, I suppose. Trying to get it to look so. I think that's basically what I want to do. I want to have like a grey colour for the, I'm going to take the Prussian blue a little bit and add, I just want to add a line to the vase, so that it will be clear that this is the vase and not anything else. So the leaf, sometimes the leaf covers part of the vase, but that's what I want to do. I want to get this effect going. So I want to just add this. Didn't come out how I wanted it, but anyway. Does anything come out the way you want? Usually not. Just going to add some, because it's clear, it's a clear vase, I really want to add my reflective light in there. I think that should be. Just add a bit here. Okay. I'm going to let it dry and I'll get back to you. I just want to add some reflective light on the roses on the left side and this side, the right side, I beg your pardon. So I'm just going to go in. And try to get some I'm going to wet my paintbrush again. Okay, I'm going to let it dry again and then I'll get back. So though I'm still not satisfied with the reflective light. You just add something here. Okay, I'm going to let this dry. We need to add some reflective light on the leaves as well. Maybe just at the tips of it. Towards the center, you won't get much reflection. Maybe around here and there. Okay, but mostly where you get the light reflecting on the leaves, you just get little bits of that. So I think that might be it. I'm going to let it dry and I'll get back to you. There it is, boys and girls. I have come to the end of my painting. Just want to add a little shadow right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get some brown mixed with black, just to give us that shadow that we want. And then I will disperse it. So boys and girls, here it is. Can't wait to see your vase of flowers. This is such an appropriate time of the month. We're in the month of May, and we honor our Blessed Mother. So here's May flowers, May roses for our Blessed Mother. So God bless, boys and girls, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.